This is your host Tommy with another Starcraft 2 replay for you guys. And once again we have a great engagement in between these two pro players from the Starcraft 2 scene. So let me just start by introducing the players here to you guys. On the map Blackburn, in the lower left in the blue it is REYNOR from Italy, a very young and very talented Zerg player. And his opponent is going to be none other than spawning here in the lower right in the red. It is Trap from South Korea. Also very strong Protoss player, as he has shown us in the GSL tournament. Now this game has been played on the 80th of August 2021 in the Team Liquid Star League tournament. So let's just see exactly what we are about to expect here. We've seen a nice gameplay from ZEST with Protoss showing us that Protoss is indeed a very strong option against Zerg. However, let's just see exactly what Trap is going to go for. He's of course known for his Immortal gameplay, his Stalkers gameplay, his Colossuses and so on, even some Zealots, as he already has moved out here, like many Protoss do, with his probe, just to cancel here the first expansion from the Zerg, as he has forced once again REYNOR into his far away location here just to expand. Now REYNOR opening up here first with a gas, then with a spawning pool. Now of course gas much needed just to upgrade your Zergling speed here. The Trap of course is going to stay into this position, just tries to be as annoying as possible here with his probe, just to deny a little bit of mining time here from these drones. Let's have a look at his main. He's going for a gateway and a cybernetic score, so some Stalkers will be very likely an option here for Trap. A nice wall in here by the Protoss. His expansion is almost up, as he's also going into a double gas here. It's really good scouting here from REYNOR. His Overlord makes it into the expansion from the Trap, so he knows exactly what's going on. Sorry about that, I did forget about the production tab. Here we go. Let's just see exactly what these two players are going for here. Now there's a nice hidden pylon, so he might hide here some extra buildings here. Perhaps he's going to choose this location to hide some buildings. A prism dropship could be a possibility, as he's going into a first adept, very likely to perhaps harass here the Zerg, who is also going for some queens. Queens of course very good to defend your base early on against an aggression. The speed is also being upgraded here for the Zerglings. Another queen is about to pop, and this expansion is also has started to produce here. We have a first army move out here by Trap. Actually he's just going to scout here a little bit around, even though the Zerg can't really proxy here just like Terrans do with their barracks. So just an early scout perhaps to locate some Zerglings that just patrol a little bit around, as another adept is going to come in. And adepts early on are also very good against those drones. So some Zerglings and some queen will of course very likely hold this position, but we see the first army move out once again here by Trap. Let's have a look at his main. We have indeed a Stargate, so this will very likely indicate us that some oracles will very likely be built. Actually it's a Void Ray first. Void Ray was also very strong against Zerg. However, Oracle early on even stronger with that harassment against the economy from the Zerg. But then again REYNOR is very strong on queens, however no spores yet here for him. So an Oracle option could have been very good here into this position. However, he decides to go for some adepts here, but he's not really making that much damage, as one adept has already lost his shields here. Now the Void Ray moves out. This Overlord is very likely going to be taken out, and Trap also leaves a probe in here, so he's very likely going to expand into this location as well. Some little army move out here by REYNOR here with his Zerglings. He's very likely going to be a little bit annoying here into this position. I also see a Void Ray moving out here on the map. Let's just see, indeed there is also an Oracle here, so REYNOR needs to be of course very careful here. He does however have two queens into this position. Let's just see, the Void Ray makes his first move out here. There are three queens here in this location. No spores yet here for REYNOR, so REYNOR opting to go straight for queens just to defend the location. One drone almost getting killed here, but very fast reaction here by REYNOR. One drone is being killed as the adepts are making their way in here, but the Zerglings are already in position here. So of course he's going to cancel that warp in. and just retreat. The Oracle also has taken so much damage here, or 1 kill for him. And once again a nice placed pylon here just to perhaps detect any early aggression with some overlords, with some drops, with overlords. Let's have a look. He's also making into a forge. Twilight Council is also being built, and more gateways are being added here. REYNOR very much capable in the map, just to see as much as possible in the map, as his queens are injecting more and more larvas. We see once again the Oracle making it into this position, but it's already so low, so Trap needs to be careful to migrate out. So pretty good defense here early on by the Zerg, as he's also mutating his tier 2 for the hatchery. At the same time some Zerglings do make it out here. Let's have a look, can he kill some ropes perhaps here, but there's already 2 adepts into this position, so a nice defense by both players early on. And this Oracle even managing to kill some of those Queen eggs with the detection capability of him, but almost loses here this Queen. So really nice creep spread here by REYNOR, and at the same time he's expanding into this location here just to get that gold. As you see, gold is available in StarCraft 2, not available in StarCraft Broodwar, of course, where there's just mineral and gas. Let's just see if he's going to make something happen with his Void Ray, but there's already 2 Queens waiting here for him, so Queen's very good counter to those Void Rays. So both players are testing the water here. Let's have a look at the army composition here for Trap. He has some sentries, stalkers and adepts, and that prism of course very important, as it can also warp in units from home. At the same time a nice run by here with those Zerglings by REYNOR, but he's not able to kill anything, so as he has to focus of course for his defense now. Trap sees this expansion here, he even makes an illusion here with that Phoenix, as he's slowly but steadily poking here into this hatchery, but REYNOR being ready. However, those force fields are really great here, so 1 Queen might get killed here. It gets healed very nicely here by REYNOR. Nice micro here by him, as those Queens are doing a nice job just healing themselves. So Trap needs to of course do something here. More and more stalkers are being warped in, but this location here, this expansion is very important here for REYNOR. Let's have a look at his army composition. It's just mass Queens with Ravagers and some Roaches here, actually many Roaches, as REYNOR already closing in at 200 supply versus the only 125 here for Trap. However, if Trap adds perhaps some Psionic Storm, perhaps some Colossus, perhaps some Disruptors of course very good against this sheer mass here of the Zerg. However, Colossus perhaps even better, perhaps some carriers later on, but then again Zergs really have a good counter against carriers of Corruptors. Actually Trap is going into mass stalkers here. 1 weapons upgrade has been done, the Observer is also out here for him, so it's a 3 base Protoss versus already a 4 base Zerg, as he's going now into his 5th base. The Zerglings will of course have no chance, and Trap a little bit behind, as he's also now deciding to take of course the expansion here with that gold. So REYNOR really tries more and more move out here with those Zerglings. Perhaps is going to push into this position here. However, there's already a nice sim city here being built by Trap, just to really make it hard to allow here for REYNOR to move in. Let's have a look. We might have a huge engagement here indeed. Nice guarding shield here by Trap, and a good avoidance of those fireballs from the Ravagers. And let's have a look. Trap actually feeling very confident here, but those vials will very likely push him back here, as those Queens are once again healing each other. So REYNOR just waits for this, as Trap at the same time is moving out here with a small group of Zealots. Once again the big engagement here in the middle of the map. Good Disruptor shot, however REYNOR very good on his micro here. So these Zealots are moving in here without a speed being done for his legs, so they're going to get straight intercepted here by those Queens. So Trap needs of course to push back, as he also did a relevance here on those units, so he knows exactly where REYNOR is hiding right now. A good scout here from REYNOR sees exactly everything he has, everything Trap has. So really good stuff here by REYNOR. Even leaves here a changeling just to see more and more. Now let's have a look. This base is not really protected. REYNOR needs to bring his units back. That queen has been sniped. Nice guarding shield, but he needs to avoid those virus. In comes the disruptor shop. Great connection here with that disruptor shop. However, the second one is not that great, as Trap once again has to pull back, and we even have Vipers now here on the field. So Vipers perhaps. Hold on, we have a good engagement here by Trap. As this was going on, this was just a distraction just so that the Zealots could cancel this expansion here. Now those Vipers, what exactly can they do with the Blinding Cloud? Of course, very good. Perhaps they will harpoon this one Colossus, perhaps they will harpoon the Disruptors here. Even Psionic Storm is being researched. Psionic Storm, of course, like in Broodwar, a very strong spell here for the Protoss. Now let's just have a look. Some roaches are here in the 12 o'clock position. REYNOR decides to split his troops here. He even has some spines here just to defend this location. Some queens, as these roaches are moving forward just to buy time here for this expansion. Once again, army move out here as both players are pretty much maxed out here. Perhaps Trap is going to build some of those queen eggs indeed, just to stop that creep spread. At the same time, roaches do make it here into this location, into the gold location, so Trap really needs to be careful here. He has some units being left behind. Actually, this Void Ray dealing so much damage here against those roaches. Roach is a very good unit, but the Void Ray a good counter here for them. We have a bigger engagement here, as 10 drones have already been picked up here by Trap, so really good stuff here by him, as he's clearing more and more queen eggs and queen spread. He needs, of course, to deflect those vials. Takes so much splash damage here out of that. Good relevance once again, as he knows exactly where REYNOR is. Nice blinking here forward. He snipes out a queen. Perhaps he's going to take out more and more queens. Nice avoidance of those fireballs. As we have once again a move out here with those legs, with those zealots legs. Sorry. This time he's going straight for that hatchery, and he might snipe it, of course, as REYNOR has to defend this position. We have some great binding clouds here, some nice shots by those Psionic Storm, just to take out the mana from the Vipers here. So once again, this small group of Zealots has been killed, as REYNOR has to rebuild this expansion. So both players maxed out. The economy, however, from REYNOR looking so much stronger, even though he's losing so many drones. So 13 drones all in total have been already killed. Let's just have a look if REYNOR has the answer here for hitting. He has actually Lurkers now burrowed here, and I don't see yet a observer here for Trap. Nice disruptor shots killed one of those Lurkers. We have once again a nice push here with some zealots, but REYNOR has his queens in position, even some massive overlords here. As this, they will probably meet once again in the middle of the map. So nice harpoons now with those disruptors. So really catching 3 disruptor. One is very low. Some Psionic Storm could have been used, but he decides to use it on those Vipers just to soak up that mana from those Vipers. Perhaps Psionic Storm would have been better here, but of course Trap knows much better than me. He's going to borrow here his Lurkers, just deal a massive amount of splash damage here against those probes. If Trap is not... oh, he has no vision. Okay, they are hidden in the fog of war, so an overlord here perhaps. Indeed, here we go with some splash damage here. 5 drones have already been killed. Zealots are coming in, but of course the Zealots won't be really a match against all of those Lurkers. Now Lurkers are finally being detected here and killed, as we have a huge army move out here by REYNOR in the middle, straight in the front of the gates from Trap. So Trap, this might go into a army base challenge here by both players. Lurkers in the burrow here once again, as those probes are taking once again massive splash damage. Good push here by Trap here with his Talkers, with his Colossus. However, he did lose those disruptors, so that was really bad for him. Lurker are nicely being positioned here. 20 probes already have been killed here by Trap, so Trap in a little bit of trouble. Good disruptor shots. Those disruptors are very important here. We have a nice engagement once again. Nice harpoons here against those Colossus. But so much splash damage here now from Trap, as he's forcing in once again another push here. So REYNOR feeling very confident. He takes out 2 Colossus with those harpoons from the Vipers, and with those Roaches, and Rava just even add some Hydralisk here. Hydralisk upgraded 1 to 3 already. Very strong against 0 to 3 here from Trap. Please excuse me. Now he's going straight for this expansion. More and more probes are being killed. Finally, Psionic Storm is being used. This disruptor a little bit too much in the front. Disruptor shots and Psionic Storm. But still he doesn't really get a good connection here against Trap. So Trap in a little bit of trouble because Reynor is mining from his gold base. As Trap is not really actually very likely is going to lose this expansion. Two Archons are being added. Of course Archons very good with that splash damage. And Trap even lacked a little bit for some detection as he's finally moving out with an observer. We have a first carrier out on the map, but he really needs a bigger mass here. In comes the push here by Trap, but there's just so many lurkers here and being backed up by roaches and hydras here. Trap actually in some huge trouble now, as even those carriers are now being harpooned here, and those hydras will take care of those carriers. Finally the mothership comes in and those units are invisible now. Great, the stasis trap now, and all of those hydras are being exposed now. So good engagement here finally by Trap as he's killing so many units of the Zerg. However, like I told you guys, Reynor's economy is so much stronger here than the economy from Trap. Given the fact that Trap has of course lost this expansion, and indeed that is going to be the GG here out of him. Perhaps he could have stayed in the game, but in the end I think he knew exactly that Reynor was mining from his gold base, and Trap didn't mine from this one. So a very good game here by both players. Really nice engagement by both players. Reynor showing us once again how talented he is. I believe he started playing Starcraft when he was 16, just like Clem, two prodigies from Europe, very strong and talented indeed. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this replay as much as I did. I will be seeing you guys of course in the next replay. This is Tommy signing out.